I think I'm between holes right now.
Yeah?
Ancient Chinese secret.
This gas going, baby.
Yeah, we might as well just hop into it.
We're hopping into it, dude. Let it be known. It's the first.
Hopping all the way in.
I went from being sick to being fucking sick, dude. What's up?
Being sick.
This is the first fucking hammy cast, dude.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Am I coming through okay?
Dude, you're coming through great. I don't think
Hell
you can
yeah.
miss, dude. I've been telling
I'm
people for
coming directly
months.
through.
Yeah, I've been telling people for months Johnny can't miss. Yo, if you're a Rocketeer right now and you're like, these boys never have a good time, go ahead and crack one.
We're having a good time
We're
right
having
now.
a great time, dude. It's Memorial Day. I'm remembering the bros and ladies and probably some lady bros that couldn't admit it who gave it all
Yeah.
for us to have a good day.
The lady bros who couldn't admit it.
Dude, there had to
Yeah.
be some lady bros back in the day. They were like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm a serve. Because, like, that's how dope the want to be in the military is. That you're like, I'm going to
Yeah.
suppress who I really am to fuck shit up for a little bit. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to get out and be a lady bro.
I was trying to be smooth yesterday. I was with a woman who's a veteran of the
Are you talking about an Army gal?
yeah
Just say
veteran
that.
of
The
of
Rocketeers
Air
know.
Force.
Oh, wait,
And,
she's an Air Force vet?
Yeah.
Man, I
Uh,
keep forgetting that. I keep
and-
thinking she's cool.
I yeah. At least she's not Navy. I mean,
A Navy chick, actually pretty cool.
yeah, Navy guy, not cool.
Navy guy, unless he's a
No.
SEAL or a Schwick dude or
Right.
a pilot or a captain or a cook. I love a Navy cook, dude. Those guys,
Navy cook's pretty cool.
Navy cook's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and make a wild assumption 1 minute in. Most of the time, black dudes, and they are crushing it in the
If
kitchen.
Treasure Island taught me something, you can't trust the boat cook. There's always something off about
you
it.
talking about that absolute banger of a Disney flick?
Oh, Treasure Planet.
Treasure
Yeah,
Planet, yeah.
Which I just did on We Are Movies. I was gonna say that last night I insisted on buying the Army chick some ice cream, and
But
she
she's
was
an
trying
Air
to
Force.
buy it
She's
herself.
an Air Force lady.
The Air Force lady,
Right.
And I was like, well, but today's your day. If you were dead,
Nice.
If you had died,
Good
today
call.
would be your day.
Yeah.
I first I said today's your day, and then I realized it's not her day. So
Right,
I was
it's
like,
not
but
hers.
if you were dead, if you had died, then this would be your day. But
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, you're alive.
You'd be dropping the scoops off at Arlington for her.
yeah.
Couple of
Just be-
melted, just a melted.
Here's some
scoop.
little rocky road for your soul.
Yeah.
Taps, taps, taps.
do. That's all right. I feel like you've thanked her for her service a decent amount.
Yeah, I thanked her pretty hard. I thanked her a couple times.
You have to feel like you thanked her brains out.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty good thanking her. Usually I'm just thanking off.
Dude, I've been thinking off for way too long, brother. I'm out here thanking veterans, dog.
My hands are all callous from all the thanking I've
Yo,
been doing.
dude, I went from being sick to being fucking sick. Yo, Rocketeers, if you are not enjoying a beverage Thursday, 3 days after Memorial Day, not Labor Day, not the working man's day.
Doctor, give me the news. I've got a bad case of drinking booze.
Oh shit, dude, are you boozing up? I'm gonna tell you right now, Johnny.
This is a gift from a friend of the pod, Jason Pierpoint. He gave this to me when we did his pod. He gave this to me for my
Why
birthday.
are you always getting the gifts? I haven't got fucking
You were there.
shit.
It was my birthday.
Oh,
Do you
all right.
remember that?
Happy
it was
birthday,
my literal
dog.
birthday.
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yo, happy birthday, dude. I'm just saying, sir, have been playing softball with the Chicago scene. It's been a great day. I had 35 beers, wildly athletic. You would not believe it. I was getting on base. I was running in. Mitchell Potts making me look great. Love my boy.
I thought you were about to say that Mitch was actually really good.
No, Mitch
That makes
is
sense.
no, he is good.
But he
Mitch,
made you look great.
No, but well, okay. So Mitch and I were on different teams and the same teams a couple times. And what I love about Mitch is same teams we were just doing great. Different teams when I was up to bat, he gave me some real lofties to let me fucking get a hold of them. Made me look fucking awesome. Mitchell is the man. He's out there being like, brother, you gotta look good at a slow pitch softball event. I'm gonna give you one to crush, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's sweet boy. That's sweet boy Mitchell.
Fucking love Mitch, dude.
We love you, Mitch. Friend of the pod.
Friend of the
previous
pod,
guest.
dude. Absolute.
Yeah. Go back to the Rocket Roundup. He's the standout.
He's
I'd say.
he's the top tier Rocketeer.
not
of
that
the
not
show.
that hack fraud John Marco Cerezi.
No, that
Dude,
guy
it's-
actually kind of sucks, and I hear isn't that cool.
Here's the thing. I feel kind of gaslit because I liked him genuinely. I
well,
thought we got along
he
pretty
fucking
well.
charmed
And
you. He's
he
a
did,
snake in the jungle.
Even like green room talk. Thought we got
all
along
right,
pretty well.
listen, my
and
sweet-
then
my sweet-
every single person I've ever talked to said he sucks. I hate him.
Dude,
So
my sweet Jungle Book Mogwai, you were
Yeah.
out there getting absolutely got by Gianmarco's fucking doodly eyes. And
Okay,
I
but
came
question.
in like Shah Khan. I was like, nah, dude, that bullshit doesn't work on me.
I got a question though.
Yeah, right.
Why get me? What influence do I
Why
have?
get
What is
you? Are
there
you
to-
kidding me?
Yeah,
First of
why
all,
win me over?
he's borderline not even hiding it, and you're handsome as shit. Dog. He's
Yeah.
basically the Kevin Spacey of comedy.
Oh, okay.
Very
All right.
talented, but also absolutely gay.
Yeah. All right.
And you're out there
All
being
right.
a fucking tasty little treat, little tasty little get me. Hey,
Yeah.
can I tell you something fun? I was in the dugout today, and a bunch of the Chicago comics were telling me this guy Kurt was half white and half Chinese. They're like, this guy's half white and half Chinese. I was like, all right, cool, man. Yeah, right on, dude. And then everybody's like, you're taking this pretty well, dude. I'm like, well, I am best friends with a half Asian fella. And
Yeah.
and like, so the whole day he's got these thick fucking glasses on, fucking absolute bucker of teeth, and I'm like, yeah, dude. And everybody's like, yeah, all right, yeah, you've really taken Kurt being half Chinese well. I'm like, yeah, why would I not? Like, this seems to be more of a you guys problem. And then game number 3, they're all like, yeah, Kurt's not Chinese at all. I was like, all right, well, damn, I really walked into that one.
Wait, what? So what was the?
They
the
teed me
point?
up. He had big old thick glasses on. And he was squinting his
okay.
eyes a bunch. And
So
he
he
had
looks
fucked teeth.
Chinese, and they were trying to prank.
He
you.
looked half Chinese.
So wait, but did the prank even work? Did you go up and be like, "Hey, what's it like being Chinese?"
No, I was just like, all right, cool, man. And then
So
I let it
sounds
go.
Like the prank failed.
Yeah,
sounds
it
like
failed
didn't amount to
bad.
anything.
I was like,
Yeah.
you guys look like the idiots.
Oh, listen up, Chicago racists.
Yeah.
I think you underestimated the fact that Louis Michael, despite someone's race, treats them all the same.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, are you guys trying to get me right now? Because I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
right now, I think Kurt's cool. Also, I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, you guys seem
Yeah.
to be way more weird about him being half Chinese than me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That tells me a lot about their perception of you. That they thought.
I
they
think
thought you were
everybody,
gonna
they were
walk,
just
go.
yeah, and I was like, all right, cool,
Ching
man.
chong.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
and then Kurt came up to me. He's like, you're a pretty cool dude. I was like, thanks, man. So are you. And then he was the one that was like, yeah, I'm not Chinese. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's weird.
What's Kurt's last name? Let's shout him out. What's
I don't know, but he's cool.
Kurt?
Kurt's
Kurt.
cool. I met
Cool
like
Kurt.
cool Kurt.
Cool Kurt.
No, I met so many cool Chicago comics at the softball event today. So
That's crazy. You've never met them at a show, but they come out for softball.
no, yeah, well, and it's funny because they're all like, "What mics do you go to? What shows are you on?" I'm like, I open for people actually. No, it was cool.
Oh, so these were all lower tier Chicago comics.
No, some of them were headliners. It was
yeah?
it was rad.
Was Toomey there?
Nah, Toomey
Huh?
wasn't there.
No.
She
Was
got better
Sorab
things.
there?
She got better things. No, dude, Sorab.
okay.
Come on
All right.
now, dude. But I was out
so
there
it was all the
fucking
gutter punks.
hitting dingers, dude. I was out there.
Yeah,
Mitch
sure.
gave me fucking slappy dingies. I was getting on base, RBIs. People were like, "Do you play baseball or softball?" I was like, "Nah, dude. Nah. I'm just out here being athletic as a motherfucker."
Did I ever tell you this,
Why would Cat Williams ever play softball?
did I ever tell you Shout out Baseball Robbie.
Baseball Robbie does rule. I don't know if he's a Rocketeer,
but baseball. He takes part in multiple baseball related things at the Savage Henry Comedy Fest. So like he usually opens up the show Comedy Baseball, and then I believe was also a commentator at the comic softball game. And I asked him if one of those reasons was the reason he had the name Baseball Robbie, and he said, no, it's completely unrelated to both of those things. I don't even know much about baseball. And I was like, well, how'd you get the name? And he said, you know what? Ask Sam Talent. He'll tell you.
Dude.
And I was going to tell you the best
Sam's
part of the story is the ending.
Sam's the one.
Okay, because then I went to Sam. And I said, Baseball Robbie told me to ask you for the story behind his name. And he said, why the fuck would I remember that?
Dude.
And so to this day, I don't know the origin
It's just
story.
fucking evil M. Bison bullshit. Sam gave him the nickname Baseball Robbie one year. I'm dead ass, dude.
And he decided to say
Yeah, because, like,
oh, okay.
Sam grabbed me by the shoulder one fucking evening when he was doing Menacing Sam shit. And he goes, what are you going to do, Lou? Go back out to Savage Henry and hang out with Baseball Robbie? And I was like, you fucking know his name, Sam. You made him.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go TP Sam's house. My mom's so down. My mom wants to fuck his house up, dude.
Was he saying that name to belittle him? Was it just like, oh, yeah, fuck
Who
him,
fucking
Baseball
knows?
Robbie?
Sam doesn't even know, dog.
yeah.
Sam doesn't. Now we got to go to
Yeah,
Robbie.
you gave him
with
the
it.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a terrible vampire maker.
That's probably the most evil thing you could do is coin somebody's nickname and then make fun of them for having the nickname.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I feel like I've nicknamed a few folks, so let's go ahead and not.
Yeah. Who have we nicknamed?
I didn't say
Who have
you.
you nicknamed?
You're not an evil person yet. Oh, dude, the amount of Grand Rapids people that have probably killed themselves with acronyms I've given them. A couple of Flint comics no longer with us.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just joshing. I'm sucking down delicious PBRs. I'm getting wrecked, dude. What do you want to talk about?
I was gonna say I got Preston Hart pretty good the other day. We were at a show.
This
and he was-
stupid penis pump.
he was wearing a V-neck shirt and listen to this.
Oh wait,
You're
Preston
not
Hart.
ready.
My bad.
Yeah,
That's
Who'd you
not-
think? Preston Koenig.
Yeah, I thought Preston Koenig. My bad. That's
I
a
haven't talked
stupid
to that
fucking
guy.
penis pump.
I
No,
haven't
Preston
talked to that
Hart
guy in a
rules.
year.
My bad.
Preston
Hartman.
Koenig might be dead. I hope he's dead actually. No, but Preston Hart is who I talked to,
All right.
and he was wearing a V-neck, and I got him pretty good. He was like he was asking some stupid question like he
Yeah.
does. He was like, what time does your show start? And I was like, I don't know.
Are
why
we
don't
getting
you
a
find-
light at 5 minutes?
Yeah, just like,
yeah.
oh, is there content restrictions? And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, whatever you think, V-neck.
Classic fucking
got
Hart,
him. I called him by the shirt that he was wearing,
dude.
and
Deep.
then he fired right back at me. He was like, all right, Polo. And I was like, fuck.
At least he didn't call you Polak. Oh,
Yeah, he was
if he,
close.
if he cut through all the
Right, right.
Asian and just called you a big old dumb Polski.
yeah,
out
it
of
was right
control.
there, too. I'm such an obvious Polak.
Yeah,
as well.
dude, you're mookish in nature. It's
Mookish Mockney. That's what Sam should
mookish
call me.
Mockney, Eminem, baby.
Sam calls me by that, and that has become my new name.
Why is he called Mookish Mock? Yeah, Sam tried to call me Lou Michaels like it was going to hurt my feeling. Like, you just sound like a dumbass gym teacher. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
every one of them called me.
See, finding out he was doing that on purpose was funny because I thought he just didn't know your name.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that kind of actually sucks more, you dumbass.
Yeah,
You're like-
'cause
you're-
it's so
You're a
It's so
literary
not different.
genius, and that's what you came up with? Like, that fucking
Yeah.
sucks, dude.
It's
Write
kinda
write
like-
a third book of apology.
Yeah, it's like when Trump phones it in on a nickname because he's got so many bangers. You know, Ron
Yeah.
Sanctimonious,
Yep.
I
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. But then like he called Bernie Crazy Bernie. I was like, all right, that's
Yeah.
not.
Not even.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Not even,
Doesn't
dude.
work.
Not even.
No.
I
think the old guy lost a step, frankly.
Well, he's trying to
Unfortunately.
govern now, I guess.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
As I'm actually just fucking hawking these Skittles down,
Yeah.
I do want to thank the Rocketeers right now, breaking glass, a moment of sincerity. Everybody, I am feeling better. And for everybody that thought I had a terrible infection, nope, I just had the good old-fashioned flu. It was terrible. COVID tests came back negative. I don't have antibodies, so I just had the flu. Antibiotics worked. I was just good old-fashioned sick. It's just Dad's explosive poo bag probably put me over the edge.
Hey, I think you should send the next poo bag to all the Maos in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're signed up at the $100 tier,
Yeah,
to get
let me
sent
tell you,
something,
are you going to get a bag of shit or
you are
what?
gonna get a big old bag of shit.
Big bag of shit, dude.
We will pay all the postage to send you a bag full of Lou's dad's shit.
You're going to get a hot bag. Some of that's mine. I added to the pile.
Live up to the name, Roach.
I love you, Roach, man. You're good.
Yeah, we won't send.
But
you
no, your folks reaching out, everybody worried about my health.
Yeah.
I'm on the up and up. It's just going to be a son of a bitch.
shit. Yeah, well,
That's why I'm
it
drinking
was nice knowing you.
beer.
This is real Icarus flying too close to the sun. You recovered from one shit in the face episode. Now we're just back to pouring poison down the throat.
I got to tell you, well, my dad told me to live a little. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
There's been 2 points in my
that's
life.
poignant advice.
No, there's been 2 points in my life, and I love it. My fourth quarter of senior year in high school, I had tried so hard. I was like 3.5 getting into college, and my dad just pulled me aside. He's like, Lou, you've worked really hard. Why don't you have fun? Why don't you have some fun? And so my last quarter of high school, I got like a 2.8. I just fucked all the way off. And it was because my dad told me to, and that ruled. and then like coming back to West Hazlitt this week, he's like, get healthy, and then he's like, and then just have some fun. You know, I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
So wait, you got into MSU with a 2.8?
No, I mean I had like a 3.5 overall. It's just my last quarter.
Oh, okay.
My last quarter of high school, I got a 2.8 in the quarter. I
All right.
absolutely, because I went from having like a 3.6, 3.5. And that last quarter is just fucking... Dude, I got a 0 on my AP Euro exam.
Wow.
I got
That's
everything
that's
wrong, and my my AP Euro history teacher pulled me aside. I still remember Mr. Tamarack going, Lou, what happened? On the practice exam, you got like a 4. I thought you were going to get a 5. It says right here you got.
Does he talk? Is he Joe
Yeah,
Biden?
no, he talked like that. He would like talk through his. He talk like that. And then I just remember he just went, "You got everything wrong." And then to save his feelings, I just told him, I was like, "Oh yeah, I probably like skipped a question and then missed every line." But I didn't. I literally got everything wrong. It was awesome.
That's a safe answer.
It's fucking awesome, dude. I went into a test trying, just hungover in high school.
Yeah.
Fucking ruined it.
That rules.
You know what's funny, though?
What's funny?
I did get a 4 on my AP US.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds about right.
I know. I was like, European history? Fucking gay.
Yeah, we're all about American history.
Yeah,
dude.
it was like, fucking US history to the...
Trump's president. We don't need to know anybody else's history.
Yeah, I was like, oh...
I'll tell you what.
oh.
With Trump president, we don't even need to know all of our own history. Just the cool parts.
Just the cool parts, dude.
Yeah.
The winning parts.
Yeah. George Washington had wooden teeth. There was an apple, and then we won World War II, and that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it, dude. And we're fixing to win World War III. Hoorah.
This is too classy of a drink to be having. This is a beer barrel bourbon. This is bourbon made in a beer barrel, which is a fun little Soviet Russia twist on the formula, I think.
No,
Jason
that's all
told me-
American still.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying because usually it's beer made in a bourbon barrel.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, in Soviet Russia.
Oh, they go there.
In Soviet Russia.
Car
we
drives
make
you. Yeah, I got it. I got it.
That was a little, yeah.
Yeah.
I was making a little iFunny 2008 era reference.
Hey,
there
man.
for all
Simpsons beat us to it, baby.
And then Jason said this was best enjoyed with a cigar, but since I'm inside, I'm instead enjoying it with a strawberry kiwi ice Pulse X Geek Bar.
That's pretty cool, actually. That's the second best thing you could be smoking.
It's
with
literally it's the cigar of vapes.
Is that one of those Is that rechargeable?
Yeah, I think so.
But can you put more juice in it?
No.
That's
And I've tried, dude.
Dude,
I've tried juicing it
the
up.
disposable juicies out there, out of control. Yo, do you vape after you bust?
Actually, during, like mid bust.
No, I've been told some dudes like after they bust, they're like, I gotta vape.
Well, I guess it's not dissimilar from like smoking after sex, right? Like it's just the modern cigarette after sex.
Right, but
vaping after
scrambling
sex.
for a vape feels like a crash landing, whereas lighting one up feels like a classy event.
Yes, yeah, no, I don't want to do it. Like I think there's, I've started to do something now.
Uh-huh.
I want to try maintaining a little bit of that pre-bust aura, because I think it's very easy to the moment you bust just go back to being like, and just being like, the version of you that doesn't want to get laid comes out.
Yeah,
but I want to I don't know.
You want
I
to
think
bust
that's
like
really,
Atticus Finch.
Yes.
Yeah, like he would bust, but
Exactly.
it's all business still.
I want to seem like I would still defend a black man in court
Right.
in the 1930s
To bust a
after I
mockingbird.
bust.
Yeah.
To bust a mockingbird.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Oh, that was that was all right.
Yo, dude, I'm out here because I'd be like Boo Radley just jacking in the corner, dude. Daddy, are we horny? We are indeed.
I'll tell you what, Scout didn't know shit.
No, Scout didn't know nothing. Dude.
Scout, you want to learn a thing or two?
I'm little, but I'm old. I'd be like, all right, well, okay.
No.
Don't you say hey to me, you ugly girl. That's what I say to fucking fives and.
You say, don't you say it? Yeah.
Don't you say
That's
hey
what
to
I
me,
say.
you ugly girl.
That's the thing. I don't want to make I don't want there to be this implication out there that I'm not a pedophile. So I just call children ugly instead.
Yes.
Rather than saying you're children, I say get away from me. You're ugly.
You're ugly. Yeah, you humans are deplorably ugly. Actually,
You're just very, very.
yeah.
ugly.
No, I get it. That's a bulletproof way to never be mistook for a pass.
For a
Yeah,
non-pedophile.
you're like, look at all these fucking ugly humans. You're just you're just at a school recess. You're like, look at these fucking ugly pieces of shit.
You know what's a fun move? You go to a children's soccer game and be like, God, none of these kids are hot. Because it's like, yeah, that's the right thing to say, but also weird.
It is a
weird
wrong.
thing to
It's a
say.
correct, incorrect thing to say.
Exactly.
Be like, not one of these kids is hot.
Right.
And you're like,
Right.
yikes.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, yikes, what, dude? You think one of them is?
Why?
Point
Yeah,
one out,
yeah.
dog. You fucking
Yeah.
monster.
Find one hot kid here.
Point
then, you
one of
psycho.
them out, dog.
I see
Fucking
zero
weirdo.
hot kids,
No.
and I've been looking hard. I've been looking
Dude,
all over.
That's why I don't fuck with those Little Miss Sunshine bullshits. Those
Yeah,
fucking pageants for
Stop trying to make kids hot. Dude.
Nah, dude,
They're not hot. They're
knock
all
it all
ugly.
the way off. Knock it all the way off.
Get
We've
rid of
talked
it.
about this on the pod before. California being like, yo, if we can try them at the adults at 16 for killing, we should be able to fuck them at 16 for
Yeah.
looking good.
Look,
That's
there's
fucked,
we can't,
dude.
We can't shit talk California. Though,
I'm
'cause we
shit
get- 'cause-
talking California.
No, but I'm saying it's 16 in Michigan too. So like we were
Yeah,
there
but
way
nobody
before
in
them.
Michigan's celebrating that. We didn't have to take that to the courts again.
You think nobody's celebrating that?
Nah, I mean,
I know some guys celebrating that multiple times a day.
Dude, if you're
We're not celebrating it.
if you're calling marriage celebration, friend. Can you imagine being the best man at a 16-year-old's wedding? You imagine like, you got to hold up a Mountain Dew. You're just like, yo, these kids, they're going to be happy. And I do mean kids. Like,
These children, these little babies.
yep.
I look there, I see that's my baby because she still is.
Fucking Connor, 23, absolutely crushing it as a journeyman stick welder, and Skylar, my little baby girl. Wait, you're getting tipped out at the fucking Stillwater like you wouldn't believe.
I think you will get at least a 4 on the AP test, Skylar.
Yeah. Mr. Tamrek's gonna be proud of you.
Yeah. Tell you what, your husband probably knows a lot about U.S. history.
Or not.
Or not. Yeah, we don't want to create a
No
bad
dynamic.
impression of guys who know a lot about U.S. history.
Dude, I was gonna do a harsh transition. Yo, suck it.
Do it.
Blow
Do
it. I heard the squeal of the vape there. I
Much
can't
fun.
remember. Is Kanye for or against Palestine?
That was the thing. That kind of pissed me off because Kanye's, he's pretty open about not liking the Jews most of the time.
For the most part, yeah.
And then somebody like TMZ or something came up to him in an airport and they're like, hey, Kanye, what are your thoughts on what's happening in Palestine? And he goes, I don't know enough about that. And then he like walks away. I was like, this is where you draw the line. This was such a knock it out of the park moment, Kanye. You could have totally had the right thing to say.
I will say though, if
Whiffed
he hadn't been on all that other stuff, brilliant answer to to bring up for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because, dude, the blowback on Theo Vaughn right now has been kind of nuts.
What did Theo do?
Theo spoke out about the genocide going on.
There's been blowback?
Yeah, people are like, yo, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm like, that's kind of what he's talking about.
Those people are going away.
It's fucking insane, dog.
The Israel shooters, not the actual shooters, not the ones that shoot women and children.
You talking about the hush puppy guys? The guys using 22 sniper rifles, being like, we're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, not the guys that murder kids daily. I'm talking about like the regular folks that are out here online just going like, no, Israel's cool.
Can I talk about the slaughter of innocents for a moment here, John?
Yeah, do it.
Right.
I dare you. I fucking dare you, dude.
Dare me. I will. I've been double dog dared on it. Because I know the U.S. by fucking big old dumbass communists in the country will always equate us to the empire immediately. Mm-hmm. And then, like, every book I've read about or, like, documentary about U.S. soldiers going to war where they have to engage enemies in civilian districts, like, for the most part, every U.S. soldier or, like, Marine or serviceman just comes out of it feeling, like, fucked up. And they're like, yeah, that wasn't cool. And, like, I signed up to, like, fight America's allies. And, I didn't mean to, like, shoot women or children. You know what I mean? Like, and and there's like video evidence of it. There's just like, there's boys like shaking and they're like not feeling good, and the suicide rates through the roof. R.I.P. on Memorial Day, and then it's like you cut to like Israel's TikTok, and it's just IDF soldiers like dancing in the graves. Yeah. They're like stealing Arab kids' bikes. And just like doing dances, like we fucking got him. And I'm like, I don't. It's not a 1-to-1.
They're just shaking.
Dude,
they're shaking to call me maybe on the rubble.
Yeah, I fucking hate that comparison. Like the boys from the U.S. are not listening to Call on Me, being like, dog, we just slaughtered a bunch of Iraqi innocents. That was cool.
I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's not. It could be the PBR talking if we get canceled.
I don't think there is a genetic or like deeply moral difference between how an Israeli person is born and how an American person is born. I think that what we are seeing, we're seing something in real time. Where
it's very cultural.
Part of Israel's,
it's a cultural thing.
Well, part of Israel's current, their method of propaganda is deeply rooted in like social media and TikToks and stuff like that.
Right.
I think that most people, and I would say, and look, this is very armchair psychologist to me, I'm willing to bet a lot of soldiers, American soldiers, at least in the moment, would justify what they were doing. Okay. Because they had to.
No, okay. A lot of the boys in the accounts and the buddies I've talked to, it's like, in the moment, if you think it's you or them, it's like, it's me, motherfucker, I'm going home. Like you have to have the mentality, and that's like fucked up, and it's not great. And hindsight's 2020, but it's like the psychology of the boys coming home fucked up from that one, being like, yeah, I think we killed like a lot of innocent people, and it's not great. Versus just like, and I don't know, man. Maybe there's some IDF soldiers in a couple of decades that are also going to be pretty fucked up from what's going on. But like in the moment, I'm like, I don't know, dude. There's like TikTok evidence of them like giggling through blown out thresholds, being like, we got it. Meanwhile, like U.S. Marines, who are like the best fucking professional killers on the planet, for like state sanctioned reasons, are like, oh I actually despised killing innocent people.
Right. Well,
like,
I think part of this is that Israel's a theocracy, right? So these people.
Whoa, hold on now. What does that word mean?
Oh, it's like they're not their government is religion based.
Oh,
like,
Benjamin
it's a Jewish
Netanyahu.
government.
So basically, if the Pope was like Swiss Guard, go fuck him up.
Exactly. Yeah. So because of that, these the IDF soldiers, they see it as though what they're doing is divine, and they maybe believe that like what they're doing is all in service of their God. And so when there's this idea of divinity attached to it, like it's a little bit more insane, but then it's like it feels more black and white maybe.
I will say
like
this.
With an American soldier, we were never told we're going to Vietnam for God.
Yeah,
right?
well, because there's American soldiers that make fun of the chaplain, like in their squad. Like, why is this gay Bible thumper with us? And then there's other dudes that are like, I like that gay Bible thumper. And then, but it's like it's very much not a plurality. What is it? Multiple religions. I don't know what you would say. But the point being is, it's like it's an idea, or an understanding of governments, or maybe like I don't know, and versus like I don't know, man. It very much is a complicated issue of like a religion, an ideology, a race, all going on. And then I learned this week as well that Semitic means both Jewish and Arab people.
Yeah,
and it was made up by.
Did Osa teach you that?
Probably. Well, no, but what is it? Otto Scorsese or whatever, the fucking evil Nazi piece of shit during World War II.
Scorsese.
I don't know if it's Scorsese, but it's like Otto something or other. It's Scores blah blah blah. But like, basically, like Hitler's go-to guy in the new Ottoman Empire was just out there like teaching Arabs to hate Jews, this, that, and the other thing. But then the Nazi powers that be came up with the term Semitic for Jewish-speaking people, Hebrew-speaking people, Arabic-speaking people, all Semitic, so they could come up with the term anti-Semitic. I'm like, that's fucking insane, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
they created it to come up with the anti version of it.
Yeah, it's
that rocks. Actually,
we're anti-Chinese rocket force.
That is
what the fuck, dude?
That is ultimate hater energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make up the term for you so I can say I'm against you in its term form.
Yeah. To be so obsessed with the thing you hate that you create the word for it.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
Also, while we're on the subject, I'm super glad that Skittles changed the green flavor back to lime instead of apple.
Yeah.
Felt very apt.
Is it sexy again, or am I thinking of M&M's?
You're thinking of M&M's.
Ah, damn it.
Never not sexy. Put a lady in a tennis shoe instead of a high heel, I'm there for that.
Tennis shoes are still sexy.
Oh, my God. You ever see a lady in a sundress and a tennis shoe?
Yeah.
Brother, put me down. Put me down.
You take her home. You tell her to keep it all on.
Oh, my God. Take it all off. Leave the tennis shoes on. Take the sundress off.
No. You just roll the sundress up. You just roll the sundress up and down.
Take care of business. No, I get it.
Yeah,
love a sundress. I get it. There's no sexy version of that for fellas. We can't go out there wearing no underpants and just blue jeans.
Yeah.
We'd look like fucking psychotic road workers.
Imagine having sex like just pulling the blue jeans down right below your butt. And that's not sexy, right? Ladies in the chat, all two of our ladies.
Humble brag.
Get in the comments. Is
Humble
it
brag,
sexy if
my
a guy
guy.
just pulls his jeans down to his thighs?
Listen, I don't want to speak for the ladies that you just asked, but as a fellow who's pulled the jeans down, pretty good time actually.
Why would it be better than just taking them off?
I don't know, something about like, oh, I'm almost there, but we got to get to work.
Oh yeah, the impatient aspect. Like, oh, I just can't
Well,
wait.
if you're hard in jeans and she's
Yeah.
like, we gotta go,
Yeah,
we gotta get it done.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, I feel like that would make you immobile. Like, in terms of your legs can't move apart, right? If the waistline of your pants is like down to your thighs.
Well,
You're
no,
not
you're
gonna be able
just
to kinda stretch
escaping.
'em.
You're just escaping thrust threshold.
Yeah.
You bring it so like the back belt line barely
No, I know.
clearing back.
I understand you. Can
I feel like you
thrust.
haven't done it.
But
I
I'm
feel like you
saying
have not done it.
Yeah. Call me crazy, bud.
You're talking speculatively. I've
I am.
served in the lower Gene fucking battalion.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna stand here at the sidelines while you come home, calling you a
Yeah,
baby killer. I
you're
don't
a real
understand.
guy that's never been in the arena.
I
You're gonna
wasn't
go
in
out there
shit.
and laugh how I fucked with my jeans just below my butt.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
All right, cool, dude. Cool. Yeah,
There are some things I just don't need to try.
yeah.
but-
I'm sure.
I don't know. It'll depend on what our 2 female listeners have to say about this. Maybe
One of them's your mom, and I'm not.
Well, no. We
looking-
have 3 female listeners. One of them's my mom. I'm talking to the other 2. Mom, don't reply to this question.
Actually, Sopa, I could use a lot of insight on this one. Spare no
Don't do it.
details.
Don't listen to him.
No,
Spare all the details.
Sopa. What's the ideal size? I'm looking forward to it.
Pre-asking you, please don't call me about this episode. Don't.
Post
Don't tell me what you
asking.
think of this one.
All right, yeah, that's fair. Actually, don't call
Yeah,
John
yeah.
on this one.
Though,
Just
yeah,
go ahead
don't
and
call me on
just-
this one. Mom, listen, they're not all gonna be winners. That's the thing.
This
That's
one's a
because-
fucking winner. We seamlessly went from the tragedy of Gaza to fucking
did.
with your jeans
No,
around your butt.
I'm not saying this isn't a winner. I think every episode's great. I'm saying that's become my shorthand for my mom.
Uh-huh.
When my mom calls and she's like, "Well, maybe you should talk about this more." I'm like, "Mom, they're not all gonna be winners."
Talk
you know?
about what, dude? We're talking about the
know.
serious issues. We tackled
We are.
the Middle East, and now
Sorry, we're solving America.
also, dog, you never had to fuck. You probably only have had jeans with stretchiness in them during your fucking
Yeah.
era.
yeah,
Is that correct?
yeah, they invented those.
You've never
before
had
I,
taut jeans, really clamping your legs together.
No.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you, dude? Do you
Sorry,
wear a
sorry, I
leather
was
belt?
born- I
Do
was
you
born
wear
with
a leather
privilege.
belt, or what kind of belt are you wearing?
It's just like a cheap little Target belt.
But does it have holes, or is it like a web belt?
It's got holes.
It's got holes. All right, so it's respectable still. Because I was gonna say, if you had a fucking web belt on with
I'm not
stretchy
wearing a
jeans,
web belt.
web belts are cool. So chill on that. But yo, chill on that. I'm just saying. You ever been between holes? That's tough.
Yes. No. Actually, I think I'm between holes right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's always a little too tight. or
Oh
too
my
loose.
god, dude! Gun to your head. Favorite
Yeah.
hole. Go.
Favorite hole? I'm going tighter hole. I'm doing tighter hole over looser hole any day.
You going butthole?
Oh wait, what? Oh, I thought we were talking about the belt hole. stuff.
we were not.
You're talking about my favorite bodily orifice.
Oh.
You sick?
All right.
you
When you
sick
say it
man.
like that, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah. that's-
Also,
didn't
I
think
feel
so.
like I know you well enough to know that tight hole is the answer for both belt and person.
Who is it not the answer for? What kind of sicko isn't picking tight hole for either?
Give me
of those
that
answers?
loose. I want that loose slot.
Yeah. I want to be able to just. I want to go around all the edges. Doing, 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 doing. It's like one of those little screensaver things that like bounces.
Yeah, like the traveling pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colorful pipes.
No, you're right. But yeah, tight hole easily for both.
Tight hole. Right on.
That was a great accidental. I want to go back for a second because that was a real sort of like vaudevillian routine we did just then. Like I thought you were talking about belts and you meant what holes I like to put my penis in, and I said the tight hole. and it was also coincidentally a good answer. That was real like Abbott and Costello comedy.
Hey,
we do classic jokes here.
Who
at Chinese
came
Rocket
first, dude?
Yeah, who came first?
Who came first? I busted over there. Busted over where?
This is when Costello comes, he goes, "Hey, Abbott,
I busted.
I busted."
Absolutely. Busted and Costello. That's a good name. That's the new name for the pod. Busted and Costello. Dude, could you imagine if their name was in Costello?
Was that the N word?
Yeah,
You
it
referring
was.
to?
Yeah, slur
Oh,
alert
yeah.
over that.
Or no, but it would actually rhyme more if it was a different slur.
Yeah,
If
it
you
was the
use
F word. Yeah.
Oh, it was the F word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, it's
gosh.
good. Yeah,
That could be the name. That should be the name.
That
of this
should be the
episode.
name of the podcast.
Wait, if that's who's who here? If we're
I'll be on first. You can be Costello.
I don't know. Who's on third? It's me.
This deep into the pot, I feel like we can say it.
Abbott and Costello meet the Wolfman
Agate
at a parking stop.
Agate and Costello.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Agate and Costello.
The boys got it.
We still got it. And hey, to anybody, to my parents who think that maybe occasionally I say some stuff on here I shouldn't, look at how much we stopped ourselves just then. Look at how good of a job we did.
I didn't say a thing.
No. But don't bring up the Italians because
Oh my god.
we won't be able to.
Hey,
hold that back.
I could have my mom call in with her favorite Italian street joke about Italians. I think I've told you it. Have I told you it on the pod?
I don't know if you have.
Oh my god, it's
There's so
a
many good ones.
it's a Melinda Michael classic. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. What are the best what are the best tires for cars?
What?
Italian tires, because they go through snow, they go through ice, they go through rain, and when they pop, they go wop 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 wop.
That is a perfect joke.
Yeah,
That's really good. Good
you
job,
should-
Melinda.
Should really hear her tell it. I butchered
For
it.
sure.
I could call her
Yeah.
up and be like, "Mom, tell the Italian tires joke." She'd be like, "On it."
Here's what I bet. I bet your mom takes more time on it. Like,
Yeah, no, her
she-
timing's immaculate. I mean,
your mom respects the build up. You
Mhm.
know,
doesn't
She
respect
the setup.
Italians, but
No,
Yeah.
no, who does?
it's because my mom's like Polish as hell, and she's like, "Get a
Yeah.
load of these new whites." Or these old whites. I don't know.
Yeah. Your mom's like old fashioned racist. Your mom is 1950s racist.
Racist classic.
right? Yeah.
She's, yeah.
Not this dire racist.
No,
not this
she-
new racist.
She's like, black people. What are you talking about? I got to deal with these Italians yet.
Yeah, I don't even have time to think about the black
Yeah,
people.
absolutely, dude.
I've got some guy named Tony that I got to deal with, who owns the
Dude,
liquor store around
You know
the
what's
block.
crazy? Zany's Rosemont has Tony Hinchcliffe's like headshot as like one of their pasted on the walls headshots.
Well, there's like hundreds of those.
No,
right?
there's like 15 of them there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
That's
Zany's
crazy.
Rosemont's like a suburban strip mall type of club. So they have like a bunch of like painted big old heads on the back of the wall. In
Okay.
front of the club, they have like maybe a dozen, maybe 20, like headshot like superimposed over the windows. And it's
because the real Zanies has like literally
Dude.
like hundreds of photos.
Zany's Classic fucking rules. Zany's Old
Zany's
Town.
Classic is awesome.
Zany's
yeah.
Old Town's one of my favorite clubs in the country. Like, every time I walk in there, I'm like, this place fucking rules.
When I did Zany's, I did the late show there, like the 11 p.m. show, and we didn't like it was like a light turnout. It was what they considered a light turnout, so it was like
Sure.
half full. and it still like rocked,
dude.
Like it was like
Zany's Old Town Chicago is quickly becoming one of my favorite clubs in the country. Truth be told, if I could make a place my home club to like try comedy, like do comedy for the first time, like new jokes, it'd be that room. That room's so awesome.
What are your top 3 clubs
that I've done?
Yeah.
All right. Man, that's tough. Go-to
Ready
spot.
for mine?
Yeah, go for yours.
One Night Stands, Traverse City Comedy Club, and Underground Laugh Lounge.
Yeah,
Haven't
dude.
been there, but
Fucking wicked good opposite day joke, dog.
I know.
What is this, your shitbag trio? Yo, dude, that's where I'd kill myself on stage. All 3 clubs would be like, I hope you can resuscitate me. I got 2 more clubs to kill myself
Yeah,
at.
this is not the last time I'm doing this bit. I do the bit 3 times before I retire.
Okay, Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, definitely one of my favorite spots.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very hit or miss, but when the Independent is on fire, second to none.
Yeah.
Second to none. Murder box of a room. Then honorable mentions are Go Bananas Cincinnati and Zany's Old Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, for better or for worse, look, the Indy is our home club.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is.
It's
Yeah.
ours. It's our
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
We
I
have no choice.
I do love the
I
Independent.
love it like a brother.
Yeah.
I do love it.
I'll go to the Independent and eat shit there, and people will talk. They'll say mean stuff while I'm on stage. I'm like, I don't care. Fuck you.
Yeah, this is my home.
It is my home, dude.
I sleep here.
You go home. I'm gonna clean up after you, you fucking idiot.
It is the only club that we've recorded the podcast at before.
So far.
Yeah.
Watch us sneak into a few others.
Mothership open wide.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so
Get
funny.
ready for
Dude,
us.
we got to go into the fucking cripple stall at the mothership and record a CRF in there.
We're gonna do a rapid rocket roundup in like the back of Little Boy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and,
I don't know. There's so
we'll get
many
David Lucas
jiu-jitsu
on if he
bros
can-
there that
Yeah.
fighting our way out of or in that club's gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
one club in the country where I'm like, I don't think I got us, buddy.
We would actually die probably.
Yeah.
they might kill us.
Yeah, because it's just like a
Yeah.
bunch of cauliflower dudes who are like
Yeah,
terminal
yeah.
purple belts who are like, I'm fucking security here.
Yeah, just
I'm
guys,
fucking
just
security here.
psychos who jack off to the Eric Gardner video, just ready to do
Yeah,
it themselves.
for sure, man. It's like, I don't know, dog. And then they're also like probably proficient with firearms as well, which is annoying. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you don't do this because you like it. You do it because you want to kill or you feel like you have
Yeah.
to.
They fantasize about it.
Yeah.
And then Rittenhouse went there, and they were so ungrateful because that guy's living their dream.
That guy did live
You
their
know?
dream. I watched the Legal Eagle video about Rittenhouse. And
Pretty good video.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
right. It's like, oh, yeah, the guy who lived got away with self-defense because
Yeah.
if they'd have killed him, then they would have gotten away with self-defense.
Exactly.
What an
It was
absolute fucking tubby nerd.
It's
That's
that
the
old-
only
whoever
time
lives to tell the tale.
Dude, that's the
will
only time
create
like
the
a,
legend.
a fucking clumsy dweeb came out on top.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I
Let
will
him have
say
one.
he does have decent shot control. I thought he was going to kill a few other people.
Yeah.
And if he would have, like, there was 2 people that put their hands up and backed away. And if he would have shot them, he'd have been in prison.
Would have been a little tougher for old radio.
Yeah, I was like,
I'd
dog,
say.
if you would have slaughtered a guy that was backing up with his hands up, you're going to prison.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He showed a certain level of discipline.
I don't like it, dude. Have you ever seen that video of him being like a fucking like racist dweeb in a mall parking lot with a bunch of black teenagers?
No.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Was that before? Or after
No,
he
it was
shot
way
those guys?
before. It was way before.
Oh,
It was like-
wow.
it was
that was his
company-
origin story.
Yeah, dude, like a bunch of black teenagers. And granted, he was such a fucking tubby, just like cookie dough piece of shit white kid. He was like, guys, we gotta follow the rules, like that energy, and they're like making fun of him.
He was like hall monitoring.
Yeah, kind of, just like in
Oh.
a mall parking lot. He had like big like not Crocs, but whatever, like form sandals without socks energy, but like cargo short, like fucking Pop-Tart energy. And
Yeah.
then dude, these black
It's a
kids.
fat guy who doesn't know how to dress himself. That type. Of
Yeah, like, and he was just getting absolutely dominated on, like wearing bathing suit at not a pool energy. Like,
yeah.
like there's a lot of that. And yeah, absolutely.
And did they beat him up?
It was his origin story. Verbally, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They were absolutely handling his ass.
And his response was, he thought in his head that day, next time around black people, I'm going to start shooting.
Yeah, but he like
myself.
just killed a bunch of pedophiles.
It really helps that also the pedophiles he killed also were white guys. So
Yep.
you can't really
Hey,
hate crime,
I'll die on the hill. Not a lot of black pedophiles, my dude.
Yeah, none that I know.
Not a lot. Yeah, we could call up Hanson. We could call up Governor Swanson and be like, how many of these pedophiles are black guys?
Yeah. Let's get Swanson on the phone. We'll find out. From what I find out, it's like it's mostly white guys, and then a lot of like, I hate to say it, a lot of like immigrants, like Mexican immigrants. But I think that they
so you're pro ICE?
No, I'm not pro ICE.
Pro
I'm
send
just
them on
saying,
home.
I think a lot of these guys just don't speak good enough English to know what they're getting into.
They have no idea about age of consent.
Those are the most uneventful episodes of Hanson, when he like sits them down and he's like, "What were you planning on doing?" And they're all like,
"He's like, dog, I'm from Guatemala. This is cool." Yeah, I do actually. I don't agree with it, but I respect that energy when a guy's like, "Dog, have you been to Honduras? You don't live past 14 a lot. Like, it's time to get it on." I'm a 78-year-old man in their years, and it's like a 32-year-old guy. Dude, Jurassic Park, secondary to being for dinosaurs, it was actually just a place for the boys to fuck. They're like, yeah, we're cloning dinosaurs, but you can also fuck on this island. Dude, not a lot of people have read Michael Crichton's masterpiece. It is about, like, making velociraptors and electric cages for dinosaurs, but it is also about Costa Rican dudes getting their nut off.
Get Jurassic Park.
Busting nuts at Park.
Inside, you'll find underage people to fuck.
It's not problematic when you're down here. The equator, it fries your brain. It's smooth. All right, there it is. Hey, how about butt plugs, huh?
Butt plugs? Oh, wait. We had a great riff on the Jurassic Park pedophilia.
Dude, I'll keep fucking riffing on that. What do you think was in that tree sap, my guy? Huh? Oh, yeah, we drilled into some old mosquitoes.
There's no age of consent. There's no age of consent inside of the park. That's all. That's all I got.
We've clocked the T-Rex's age of consent at 14. 14? How did you do that? I'll show you.
The cops show up. They're like, must go faster.
Yeah.
Driving away from the cops.
It turns out the T-Rex...
Objects in mirror may be younger than they appear.
I was going to say, older than they appear.
Okay,
objects in mirror are older than they appear. I said, yo, dude, that T-Rex is only 5 years old, dog.
Whoa.
Must come faster. There it is. I know you said go faster. Yeah.
There we go. Must come faster. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, we got some.
Grandpa! All right, there it is. Kids! All right, okay, and we're done.
No, that's the chaos theory.
Ian, take a look at this. He's talking about getting away with it.
Now, there will be pedophiles in your pedophile park.
You will remember to deny anything before you eat dinner. Okay, all right. Let's do some absolute reaming plugs. Yo, also, have you ever been offered to be rimmed? Have you ever been rimmed? Your butthole ever been licked by another person?
No, it's been offered. I've turned it down.
Have you ever licked yourself? Wait, you got offered to get licked?
Yeah.
And you turned it down?
I said, no, sir, I'm good.
Okay, that's fair. If it was a fella, yeah. But in earnest, you had a lady offer to lick your butthole?
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
I might have,
That's fair.
I've been alive
right.
so long.
Honestly,
Why, have you?
no, I was going to say an Air Force lady who's been through SEER school seems like she might be about it, but no. Yes, I have, actually. I didn't know how to field the question, so I pushed it on down the line. I'm down that line.
Were you kind of hoping my answer would be yes, so they
No, I
would be the same?
I don't know. I think for so long, fellas have thought getting their butthole played with is gay, including myself. But
Yeah.
when an absolute smoke show is like, you have a fat ass, I'd like to lick your butt. I was like, I've never been offered that, and I don't know how to feel about it. But, I mean, if getting your butt licked makes them drippy, like, that's got to be crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
guess so.
Because you ever been chowing box and you get wicked hard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, of course.
right.
Yeah.
So imagine they're just fucking lapping it up and they're getting absolutely slick.
Except when you're chowing box. When you're chowing box, the owner of the box is indicating that they like it. Usually,
Sure,
at least
but
when
no,
I'm doing it.
if somebody was
If
enthusiastically
I'm
about
getting my
chowing,
butthole rimmed, I'm going.
all right, so you're not enthusiastic about getting rimmed. I'm just saying, if somebody was like, I dig on absolutely munching B,
Yeah, well, I'm a people pleaser, so I'll say yes, probably.
would you put your
Like-
knees up? How you doing it? Are you laying down?
Put my knees.
You going tummy down or knees up?
I feel like tummy down seems like the most obvious because, or else my balls are
I
going to
don't
hang
know
in the
about
way.
that. Tummy down seems the most emasculating. You be laying tummy down, butt up.
Yeah, maybe
No,
go
all right,
sideways.
maybe,
How
all
about
right.
compromise and go sideways?
Side,
Fetal position.
you would fucking go side saddle to get
Fetal
your ass
position.
ate? That's
get my ass
insane. You would
Yeah.
make her peel a cheek? That's
Well,
fucking
that
nuts,
way I'm
dude.
relaxed. That way I'm not
Dude,
holding anything
but they got to
up. I'm
fight
just-
gravity and eat butt?
Well, okay, if I'm on my back, she's going to be pulling my balls up. So, like, what is even...
Your balls are down. What are you talking about? If you're
my
on your
balls
tummy?
are hanging. No, if I'm on my back.
If you're on your back, but you got to toss your knees up then.
Oh, okay, and then try to get my balls
And then,
to
yeah,
hang.
scooching balls out the way isn't the
Yeah.
worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Especially
yeah.
if you're eating a candy bar, that's the wrapper, you could scooch some nuts.
So,
All right, go ahead and
if
plug
you're
it.
listening to this on
Plug it.
Thursday, if you're listening to this on Thursday, you can catch me on 2 shows in the Detroit area. I will be at Urban Rest Brewing in Ferndale, and then I'll be at the WDET What's So Funny About Detroit show in Detroit. Then tomorrow's Friday, the 30th, I'm on east of California at Bloom Meadworks, run by William Peck. He's
Love
bringing a car
Willie
full of-
Peck.
Yeah, bringing a bunch of Asian comics from Chicago to do that show with me and Yang. And then Saturday the 31st, Heavy Flow at the Independent Comedy Club. And
Right.
we'll just say that for now.
Okay.
Also recently announced this is a ways out, but I just thought I'd mention to people I just got accepted and will be on the Windy City Comedy Festival in Chicago.
Very
So I'll be there
respected by
for a week.
most of the Chicago
The highly
comics.
respected Windy City
Yes,
Festival.
absolutely no.
That all the Chicago
I'm not going to tell
comics
you
are excited
anything
about.
off mic about what some Chicago comics think about that festival
Oh,
because
I
it
can
is
guess.
looking good. All right.
I'll just say from in Sam Talent's words, it's a real who's that of comedy.
Oh yeah, and Sam likes to keep us in line, dude. I cannot wait for you to lap Sam. Oh my god, dude! An Asian comic
nice.
who is not Hans Kim absolutely lapping Sam. Cannot wait, dude. Oh, suck it, Sam. Son of Sam. I don't know. I love Sam, dude. Let's see. Speaking of a real who's what of comedy, only show I have coming up next week is the Red Room Comedy Club next Saturday, May 31st. And Sam
Okay.
will hopefully get me on a bunch of stuff in Austin. So, Sam, all that stuff I just said about you
Sam.
that you'll never hear?
Sam, we love you.
Dude,
Please get us on something in
Sam's also talking to Joe Esch, my second favorite homosexual comic, about absolutely getting plowed in Europe. I'm going to get Joe on the pod. We got to get Joe on the pod, dude.
Yeah.
He's on Chubby Behemoth all the time talking about getting his little boy hole wrecked. And we're
Is he
out.
really?
Yeah. Do you know Joe Esch?
Yeah.
Joe's
Let's go on
great.
Let's get on there and talk about getting our buttholes rimmed.
Well,
I
you
think that's the
haven't
only
done
way to
it,
know.
and you don't seem about it. I think I'm gonna let it happen. I think I might let it happen.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Okay.
You think you'd get hard?
I don't know, Louis. Time will tell. You know.
Okay. The fact that you called me Louis right there tells me how fucking uncomfortable you are with it.
I'm two-handing the mic, dude. I'm
Yeah,
Gillising
you're
the mic
fucking
right now.
upset about getting your butthole licked on, dude. Just think
Yeah.
about how it would physically feel.
Yeah, no, look, I might like it. I don't know. I'm just not in a rush. You know, I want it to be the right gal. That's all.
It's got to be the right tongue.
It's got to be the right tongue.
All right.
You know?
Respectable.
I got a hole in my heart the shape of a tongue. It's got to fill the hole in my heart before it fills the
Yeah, I
hole
think
in my
there's
ass.
a 21 Pilot song about that.
Yeah.
I let her lick my butt, and then I came buckets. All right. Patreon.
Patreon, everybody.
We're going to keep it drinking. All right,
Come
bye-bye.
join us on the Patreon.
Love you, everybody. Shout out to the Rocketeers, the CCP card holders, the Dummy Gunners, and the Was a Mouse. Appreciate y'all. All right. Love you. Bye,
Love
guys.
you. Bye-bye. That is a spicy podcast.
Chinese
Rocket.